Hi there. This audio is for mature audiences only. Hello, darling. Well, I shouldn't be entirely surprised. When I first took you here, your past self was initially just as frightened as you were. Still, you should try to settle down. Darling, I'm increasingly getting more and more annoyed at your constant mistrust and yelling. Please stop. Would you like if I simply charmed you again? I would not mind doing so again, seeing you so flushed, so addled. Oh, darling, you're so fucking cute. I can't stay frustrated with you. Come here. No, come here. There, I'm straddling you again. My hips, settled over yours? Oh, and there's that blush that I know and love so much. Gosh, baby, you're so wonderful. Let you go? Stop this? What nonsense are you talking about? You are my lover, my darling, my one and only, my soul-bound mate. Here to live with me in happiness, in bliss, and in ecstasy for the remainder of eternity. 20 long years ago, I lost you. 20 years I waited for you to come back. 20 years without you. I'm sorry. My fears, jealousy, and utter frustration boiled over for a moment. I just missed you for so long. 20 years might not seem like a long time in the face of eternity, but without you, it was hell. It was hell. I was trapped in hell for what seemed like more than my entire life. That's what loneliness does to an immortal. It drives you mad. It makes you feel so empty and alone. Do you ever wonder why Kitsune such as myself are sometimes so callous and mean to humans? It is because being immortal for so long by ourselves can drive one insane, make one colder than a stone to our cores. Sometimes things like what happened with us happen. Sometimes a fox spirit will find someone that calls to their soul, one that satisfies their deep-seated need to be loved and cherished. And when that happens, we strike. We take that person, we bind them to ourselves. At first, the human in question is usually unwilling. However, like with us in our first meeting, you eventually softened to me and my advances. You even came to bed with me several times. Gods, baby, you thought that you were an incompetent lover before, but you certainly know how to satisfy a fox girl. The heavens, if you blush any harder, darling, you'll burst a blood vessel. There's that smile, that soft little smile. Oh, how I missed it. I love you so much, my beloved. My eternal. You seem sad. Why? Oh, you want to go back to the human world. I see. Well, I'm sorry, darling. Until I can trust you not to try to run or leave, I'll have to keep you here a little longer. But, darling, maybe we can visit on occasion? Just for a little while, all right? I do this for you, darling, because I don't want to see you so sad or dejected. Eventually, though, when all of your friends and family wither and perish, you will remain in the spirit realm with me, all right? Darling, This is the best compromise I can come up with. Because I want you. And I want you to be here. And be mine. Don't fret. We'll have plenty of time to explore the spirit realm. This ethereal place between dreams and reality. It often crosses certain parts of the world. And in places where the parts are thin enough, people often pass through. Sometimes spirits like to roam those places and pull pranks on mortals. Sometimes pull them to the other side. Eventually, mortals who stay in the spirit realm become something else. They become spirits too, and they never do find their way back to Earth. What spirit someone becomes is entirely dependent on a few different circumstances. But what does this mean for you, my darling? Well, since our souls are tied together as one, it means that you'll become a fox girl yourself. You'll grow a similar pair of pointy fox ears on the top of your head, and a soft, bushy foxtail of your own. Swish, swish. It'll take a while to get used to magic, but soon you'll get the hang of it. I'm certain of it. And maybe you'll be able to curse mortals who dare to touch your soft, fluffy foxtail. But most likely I'll curse them first. After all, my darling, you're mine. My one and only. Understood? Nod for me, honey. Good girl. You're getting the hang of this. Soon your obedience will be rewarded, and you'll enjoy this life together with me. I promise. Aw, you're struggling against me? And what does this blush on your face mean? You appear to be getting flustered, pinned as you are under me. My hips straddling yours. My words slipping into your ears and making you feel as if electricity were pouring down your body. And you can't help but fidget and move. Oops, my bad, darling. I can't help but get ahead of myself. I'll let you up on one condition. You have to stop trying to get out of this house. For now, you are to remain inside. Understood? I won't have you go hurting yourself. I won't have it. Got it? Good. Up you get. There we are. Careful, dear. You're rather weak in the knees, aren't you? Oh, poor dear. Well, you can return to sitting if that's more comfortable for you. But I won't pin you down again. Yet. I mean, you did look a little disappointed when I started to say that I won't pin you down again. So I decided that I would be doing so again. Sometime soon, actually. But for now, I'll have you relax. I'll get you something to eat. And we'll discuss your future here in our home. Oh, darling. You're just so beautiful. Huh? Oh. You think that I want to wait until you've become a spirit before letting you out of this house? In part, yes. Well, if another spirit saw you, they might try to prank you or steal you away from me. And I won't have that. It can be quite troublesome indeed, dealing with other spirits, especially if they're feeling mischievous. Hopefully soon we won't have to worry about any of that. And if we have visitors, we don't have to worry about you being stolen away. This house is my domain, after all. Nothing enters or leaves without my express permission. Darling, may I nuzzle into you again like last night? Thank you so very much, darling. Right, your food. Let me grab it for you. There you are. I know it looks a little strange to you, but trust me, there's your fork. Why, yes, I'm rather eager. I'll tell you what it is after you've taken the first bite. Oh, yes. It tastes delicious to you, doesn't it? Go on. The whole plate is yours. The dish is one that is native here to the spirit realm, and happens to be your favorite. Your previous incarnation loved this dish so much that I memorized it. Why are you so shocked? I've told you before, my love. We've met before. My love, Watching you discover your favorite dish again is quite magical. It is a joy to see you smile and enjoy yourself, especially since you've been adamant about wanting to leave before. You've cleaned your plate. Well done, my dear. Let me take your plate. I'll wash it really quickly. Now, don't get up just yet. I have a gift that I want to give you. So, sweetheart, how did you like the feeling of my foxtail? It was rather nice, wasn't it? Well, I thought that we could do something akin to that today. But this time, with you fully knowing what you're getting into. You know my tail has magical properties. It can leave you feeling warm and relaxed after a few pets and strokes. That and coupled with my voice. I'm not stupid. I know that it soothes you. It makes you feel relaxed. Ha! It's something that you once told me. Almost 30 years ago now. Gosh, it both feels like yesterday and so long ago now. Oh, that my voice relaxes you. I actually learned your human version of hypnosis in order to make you feel relaxed, fuzzy, and blank. I became quite proficient in it. You're afraid to distrust the statement. What's that? Oh, I see. Suddenly so confident. There's that smile. You don't believe me. That's okay. That's okay. Because I know that I can hypnotize you. Oh yes, I can. Or do you deny what happened yesterday is true hypnosis? You do? Well then, I'll hypnotize you to your satisfaction. You're not getting up now. Stay seated. Get comfortable. Good girl. Such a good girl. To make sure you don't get up again, I'm on top of you once more. As I said I would be. Hey? Hey. Look at me. Look into my eyes. There you go. That'll give you something to focus on. At least, for a little while. I'm going to bring you under. There'll be nothing that you can do to stop it. What will we wager? Your resistance and your freedoms. If you can withstand the hypnotic power of my voice and of my gaze and fluffy tail, I will allow you to roam the area outside my home. And if you fall into trance, and if you obey my commands willingly, then you will no longer resist me. That is my wager. Do you agree? Good girl. There's no need to breathe quickly. Relax that. You'll need to be relaxed in order to escape. Unfortunately, this also has the unintended consequence, no doubt, of making you more pliable for me. Just listen to my words. Let them slip in through your ears and speak directly to you. Not your conscious mind, though you definitely are aware right now, aren't you? As you breathe in slowly, you relax more and more into that chair, feeling your muscles relax and releasing most of the tension held within. Breathing in and out, slowly. You listen, and you can hear the ambient sounds of the house around you. Anything else going on in the background you can hear, as well as the sound of my voice saying these words. Focus on them. My words. The sound of my voice in your mind. The sound slipping inside your mind and directly to you. Meet my gaze, darling, and continue to listen. Very good. breathing out, so very relaxed now. Your body feeling heavy and relaxed, not feeling the need to move very much, just slowly breathing and listening. Very good. Allow my words to slowly filter into your head, not paying much attention to what I'm saying, and just listen to the sound of it. Let my words fill your head, and they won't make much sense from time to time, and that's all right. The important part is to listen. Why is it so important to listen? It's to help you escape, silly. Unless that's not what you really want. What if you really want is to sit underneath me and listen? What if all you want is to breathe slowly in and out and relax? Relax and let your body feel so heavy, so comfortable. My weight on your hips feels natural to you, as if you can ignore it easily. But do you want to get up and move now? No, you feel so relaxed now. You want to let your body feel nice and heavy. Let yourself relax into the comfortable chair. More and more, let yourself sink down more and more and more. It's so comfortable, so nice. It's wonderful to sink into the chair listening to the sound of my voice. Relaxing, breathing slowly in and out, and letting your body settle into the chair. You can fidget and readjust as you need to in order to feel comfortable, but you ultimately feel relaxed and heavy, letting yourself sink into the chair. Such a good girl. Focus. Focus on my words. Focus on the sound of my voice, filtering into your head past your defenses and speaking directly to you. That is exactly what my words are doing. They're slipping in through your ears and into your brain, bypassing conscious thought and speaking directly to you. You relax, sinking into your chair, your body feeling like lead now, sinking deeper into your chair. Your eyelids must be feeling so heavy right now. Go ahead and close your eyes for me, darling. There you go. Such a good girl, sinking deeper now for me, sinking so deep into your chair. It feels so good to relax and sink into your chair. Feeling relaxed, breathing so slowly in and out. It feels a little like you're drifting down into your chair. Your body feeling so heavy now, sinking further down. Down, down, down you go, listening to my words, the sound of my voice, the magic lacing them, slipping into your ears and speaking to you. So relaxed now, 10 times as relaxed as when we first started. It feels so good to relax and listen and sink further down, focus on my voice. Such a good girl, such a very good girl for me, listening and relaxing and sinking further down. With your eyes closed, you are so much more vulnerable for me. My words slipping down, sliding into your brain and speaking to you, the you underneath it all, under all the layers of fibers and grains. The you listening to these words, my voice, filtering into your mind in this place, this relaxing, this sinking further down. The sounds beyond the sound of my voice growing indistinct, not quite as clear as it once was. Slipping down, further and further down, the world around you growing fuzzy and vague. Listening and sinking further down, the sound of my voice a calming guide, leading you down, down, down. Soft, comfortable, safe. Drifting down in this space, you feel a sense of calm around you. Another space between dream and reality, where anything is possible. Further and further down you go, listening to the sound of my voice until we're suspended in a calm, fuzzy void. Focus. You hear the sound of my voice, feel my weight upon your lap. I'm here on top of you, here in this warm, indistinct void. Your guide and comfort, bound by our combined dreams, hopes, and comforts. We are safe here. You are safe here. Feel my tail in your hands. You'll find that you are ready and eager to touch the foxtail, so soft and fluffy and inviting. You know that touching it brings you immense comfort and satisfaction. It's so wonderful and soft and fluffy, and you know that by touching it you'll be brought to an even fuzzier, blanker state of being. And you'll love it. You'll love every single moment of it. That's it. Here in this nether space where you can do anything, your hands reach up and they fluff my soft foxtail. You feel the individual furs, and each are so soft and wonderful. You pet the tail, and oh, it's so warm. It's so fuzzy. Fuzzy, and nice, and warm. You touch it, pet it, fluff it. You know that it's magical, and will make you feel fuzzier if you continue. But now that you've started, you can hardly stop petting. You pet slowly. You know that you need to conserve your energy in order to pet for a long, long time, so you pet it slowly. Such a good girl. Keep petting my tail. Keep fluffing it with your soft, pretty hands. Keep petting as you're listening to my voice and drifting even further down. Down, down, down we go, as you pet and fluff and listen and relax and sink further down. Good girl. Feeling so blank and fuzzy now, my words easily reaching your mind, influencing the way that you think, the way that you feel in this moment, in this safe place between your dreams and the rest of the world. Your mind's defenses are gone in this moment, my words reaching you. You cannot defend yourself now against the fuzziness, that blank, warm happiness as you continue to fluff my tail. You can't stop it now, it's already begun. Your complete and utter submission to me in earnest begins. Though you try really hard. You find that you're beginning to smile for me. Such a beautiful smile full of contentment and joy. Joy that you're feeling so warm and fuzzy. Fuzzy, fuzzy and fluffy like the foxtail in your hands. It's so soft and cuddly that you can't help but smile and slowly pet the fur of my wonderful magical foxtail. It's such a wonderful thing, and you can't help but want one of your own. It would be so wonderful to have a pair of fluffy fox ears and such a wonderful magical tail, like the one that you're petting with your fingers. Such a good girl. You can hardly focus on anything other than petting, the wonderful fuzzy feeling intensifying with each little pet as you focus, drifting further and further down, sinking so, so deep for me. You can't resist. You must pet, you must drift further down. I will guide you further down as you continue to pet, as you continue to let my magic influence your mind, your body, and your very soul down. You smile, feeling so blank and soft and happy and warm and safe. Like my foxtail is your personal security blanket, so big and poofy and soft. Poofy, your smile is blinding. You can't help but feel so happy in this moment. Do you want to know what I'm doing to you? Of course you do. In your idle, fuzzy state of mind, you want to know what I'm doing to your mind and body. While I'm speaking to you and guiding your mind into willful submission, my hands are petting your head in turn. Pet, pet, pet. Just as your hands pet, pet, pet my fluffy foxtail. It feels so magical, having your head be pet at the same time that you're petting my soft foxtail. It feels so nice, petting and being petted. My soft hands running through your hair as you slowly run your fingers through my fur. Brush, brush, pet, pet, pet. Such a good girl. Would you like to be a soft, fluffy fox girl like me? A fox spirit, a kitsune, just like me? Idly you smile. That idea doesn't sound so bad. It sounds quite fun, actually, having fluffy ears and a soft, poofy, big foxtail of your own. Having magic also sounds quite fun. And isn't this just so much better than how things were before? So much more right. You keep petting my foxtail and you nod, my fingers continuing to pet your head. Your hand petting my tail. Blinker and blinker, more and more fuzzy. Just when your mind reaches the very deepest it could possibly go, a pair of fuzzy, fluffy fox ears pop out of the top of your head, replacing your human ears. It feels nice, and my hands rub just behind the ears, and it feels really nice. Your mind goes a little blanker, and you oddly wonder how that's possible before the words slowly fade into the fuzzy mists. And then you feel a foxtail sprouting from your tailbone. It's not quite as big and poofy as the one you're currently petting, but it's still quite big, just as fluffy as mine. It feels so wonderful having changed in this way. You're not a human anymore, but a kitsune, a fox spirit, just like me. And you love it. It feels so nice, so fun. You can't help but laugh a little, feeling joy well up deep from the bottom of your soul. The thoughts of your past fade away, at least for the moment. You are Kitsune. How wonderful it is. Let your mind drift and relax, sigh happily in this state, and continue to idly pet my tail. Such a good, good girl. Escape was never in the cards for you, but you don't care. Relax, wonderfully fuzzy and blink for me. Such a wonderful girl. Such a good girl. I will awaken you soon. First, though, you won't remember everything about this except that it was a wonderful feeling, and that I helped you transform into what you are meant to be. A beautiful Kitsune. You know that I can put you under at any point, and you are completely helpless to it. You shouldn't worry too much about it, though, since it was such a wonderful feeling. I'll count back from 5 to 1, and then I'll snap my fingers and you'll snap back into a waking state, completely refreshed and awake. 5, feeling relaxed, cleansed, and whole. 4, rising now, feeling lighter and content. 3, remembering the feelings of contentedness and happy blankness. 2, rising closer, the sounds of the outside world coming back into full focus. 1, awake, aware, fresh and completely aware of the world around you. Hello, darling. How are you feeling? Take a moment to readjust to being awake again. I know that trance can be quite disorienting at times, but know that you are completely safe, as you have always been. Ah, I see. Notice that you're no longer human, eh? But yet, you do not seem to be too distressed. Ah, I can see it. The effects from my tail's magic seems to have some more sway over you, just a little. Oh, put yourself at ease, darling. I'm not going to do anything untoward. I love you, baby girl. I won't do anything to harm you. What I've done here, kidnapping you, to finally be reunited with you after so long, it was necessary. I'm glad to see that you're at least starting to accept your new circumstances with more grace than when you first arrived. I've missed kissing you, darling. You are absolutely wonderful. Rest. Relax in this chair for a little longer as you get used to being awake again. I know that you must be feeling quite drowsy still, feeling a lot of the after effects of my words inside your mind, but I've left no hooks, no traps, no contrivances. I've simply done my best to make you feel as happy, fuzzy, and safe as you deserve to feel. Ah, I should perhaps get off of your lap now. Feels nice to stand on my feet again. Maybe not as nice as sitting on my beloved's lap, but it will do. Perhaps you need a little more time to get used to being awake and aware again. Perhaps you would even like to go to sleep. I know that my voice can leave you feeling so peaceful. Go ahead, darling. I will not put you into trance again for a long time. Unless, of course, you ask me to. I would not be opposed to hypnotizing you as much as you desire. There are so many opportunities laid bare for us, especially now that you're an immortal Kitsune, just like me. I love you, baby, with all of my heart. I'll sit here next to you and nuzzle into you. Relax, let go for a bit. Rest, my eternal beloved.